Good evening and welcome to this evening's newscast on Kaieteur Radio. I am Kevin Smith. Let's get to the news in detail. Chief Justice Roxanne George Wiltshire has thrown out the only remaining election petition case filed on behalf of the APNU-AFC party to challenge the legality of the March 2nd, 2020 elections. Justice George Wiltshire dismissed the case ruling inter alia that GCAM acted in full compliance with the Constitution of Guyana and electoral laws in its conduct of elections. The case filed by petitioners Claudette Thorne and Heston Bostwick sought to challenge Section 22 of the Election Laws Amendment Act and Order No. 60 of 2020. The parties have argued that the results of the elections were to be deemed invalid due to the serious non-compliance with the Constitution of Guyana and electoral laws as regards the holding of the elections. In other news, Mayor of Georgetown, Ubraj Narayan, is urging the government to look into the release of the municipality's budgetary subventions in order to carry out much-needed operations around the capital city. Despite this fact, the mayor stated that $200 million is set to be handed by the government of Guyana to employees working in an unproductive sugar industry. The mayor stated that the municipality is yet to receive its subventions of $10 million for the year 2020 and $30 million for the year 2021 from the central government. He further stated that Guyanese heads of organizations, along with citizens of Georgetown across Guyana and Guyanese within the diaspora, all complain of the state of the city, especially with the collection of garbage and the rise in the spread of COVID-19 in the city. In other news, in order for pensioners to continuously receive their old age pension, they must provide the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security with quarterly life certificates. This means that each quarter of the year, the elders are tasked with completing a life certificate and submitting the same to prove that they are alive and well. However, in its continued effort to ease the elders' struggles, the ministry in a statement announced that WhatsApp video calls will now suffice as proof of life. The ministry noted that pensioners can video call its staff via WhatsApp and cell number 662-1572 Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Friday, 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Additionally, during the call, pensioners would have to clearly show some form of valid identification, national ID or passport. And moving on, GRA on Friday seized the shipment of fuel at the center of a scandal at state-owned Gaioil. Jason Aaron, the principal of Aaron Royalty Inc., or ARI, the company that ordered the fuel for Gaioil, confirmed the seizure. He also admitted that the company does not have an import license for fuel, but claims he did not bring the fuel into Guyana's waters as per agreement with Gaioil officials. Aaron explained that under his verbal agreement with the entity's officials, Gaioil was supposed to send their pilot ship to escort the vessel from international waters on arrival. This did not happen, the ARI boss said. Regarding the fact that he did not have a fuel import license, Aaron explained that under the agreement he had with the Gaioil director and senior official who engaged him, they were to, on the ship's arrival, use their fuel permit to bring the ship with the cargo in. And moving on, the Guyana Police Force has boasted a significant decrease in homicide cases for the year, with recent stats showing male victims outnumbering female victims at a rate of 4-1. The force from January to now has reported a total of 37 homicides, and out of 30, or 81%, were males. This means that 81% of the persons slaughtered in 2021 were male. A significant amount of those slain in 2020 were women, but the amount of men killed stood way over 50%. And now let's tell you Trinidadian energy expert Anthony Paul is of the firm view that while the government of Guyana's intention to bring gas to shore is certainly with merit, studies rationalizing the project must be done in advance. During an exclusive interview, Paul noted that Guyana has approximately 12 trillion cubic feet of gas. Given that gas accounts for approximately 20% of the discovered resources in the Stabroek Block, totaling 9 billion oil-equivalent resources, Guyana has three choices: burn it, bury it, or monetize it. Since burning it is not the preferred option and burying it avoids numerous opportunities for earning foreign exchange and expanding Guyana's development potential, the obvious route is monetizing it. A decision to erect a waste treatment facility, in other news, to support the oil and gas sector is being challenged by some residents of Coverton, East Bangtamarara. And the EPA has since responded and has agreed to host a public hearing on the matter. According to the agency, its Environmental Assessment Board will be conducting a public hearing at the Soestdijk, Coevorden, NDC. The board will be looking into appeals submitted against Global Oil Environmental Services construction and operation of a waste treatment facility. That facility is intended to transfer storage, treatment, and disposal of exploration and production waste from the oil and gas storage. And to wrap things up this evening, despite only recently returning to Guyana, Omai Gold Mines Limited can see itself kickstarting production at its Wenot pit operations in Region 7 as early as next year. This was revealed by the Minister of Natural Resources, Vikram Bharat. However, he stated that it is highly dependent on how things go with the company. As previously reported, the company had operated from 1992 up until 2005 when it closed up shop. When it departed, its holdings passed from the Canadian company, Cambiar Resources, to its parent company, IM Gold, and then made its way into the hands of Madhya Gold Corporation. However, a new company, Avalon Private Investment Holdings, whose Guyanese subsidiary is Avalon Gold Exploration, has been named as the contractor for the operations in Region 7, and Omai has also boasted of its good prospects, which includes high-grade gold finds since returning.
And that's the news of the moment. Remember to get the full details of these stories, pick up a copy